Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the fifth and final part of Mrdoctorwhofan13's Doctor Who DVD collection, where we will be taking a look at the Matt Smith era. The era of the current Doctor, the 11th Doctor. And we're going to start out with the complete 5th series. Yeah. Let me take a look at the list of episodes here. So, anyway, Disc 1 has the 11th Hour and the Beast Below. The 11th Hour is good. I actually really great start to the Matt Smith era. By the way, forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, in the last part we covered the Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, Chris Eccleston and David Tennant era, so, yeah. Anyway, the 11th Hour was a really good start to the Matt Smith era. The Beast Below, though, that's absolutely terrible, I think. So, yeah. And then we have Disc 2, which is Victory of the Daleks and The Time of Angels. Victory of the Daleks, really underrated Dalek story, I think. The Time of Angels, I'll give more of my opinion when we get to the next disc, because it has a second part to it, which they did not put on the same disc. I think they screwed that up, so... yeah. Anyway, The Time of Angels and Flesh and Stone, which is going to be on the next disc, is a really good story. I mean, it's good, it's not brilliant, but it's probably my least favourite out of the 3 Weeping Angels stories that have been done so far. Anyway, Disc 3 has Flesh and Stone, The Vampires of Venice, and Amy's Choice. Already gave my opinion on Flesh and Stone with The Time of Angels. Vampires of Venice is pretty underrated. I actually think that's alright. Well, I won't say underrated, but yeah, it's good. It's a good story. Sorry, that was my brother again. So yeah, Amy's Choice. Now that was actually really good. This is, by the way, Series 5 is so far my favourite series out of the modern series. So yeah. So Amy's Choice, that was a brilliant story. I mean, it was dull at times, but it really showed that Amy loved Rory more than the Doctor. So, yeah, that's the first time we actually saw that, so... yeah. Anyway, next disc 4. By the way, the 11th Hour and the Beast Below was starring Matt Smith and Karen Gillan. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. So, yeah, they're all starring Matt Smith and Karen Gillan, but... anyway, disc 4 has The Hungry Earth and Cold Blood and Vincent and the Doctor starring Matt Smith and Karen Gillan. The Hungry Earth and Cold Blood, I think, was pretty underrated. Great Return to Asylum. It's sort of like a modern version of Doctor and the Silurians, I thought. So yeah, Vincent and the Doctor. That's a really good one. That's just excellent. That one of the best out of Series 5. Then we have Disc 5, which has The Lodger and The Pandora Opens in the Big Bang, starring Matt Smith and Karen Gillan. The Lodger was actually nice. Now it was probably one of the weaker ones out of Series 5 was The Lodger, but it was actually still pretty good. So yeah, I enjoyed The Lodger. It was a nice little laugh. So yeah, and The Pandora Opens in the Big Bang. Now that is my favourite series finale, and also my favourite from the Matt Smith era so far. It is just absolutely brilliant. I love it. And then we have Disc 6, which has Doctor Who Confidential Cutdowns. So, yeah. So, that's Series 5. My favourite out of the entire new series. So, yep, there it is. Great start to the Matt Smith era. Really great start. I quite like that one. And then we have the follow-up, the complete 6th series, starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, Arthur Darvill and Alex Kingston. So, yeah. So, anyway. Sorry, we're going to be, of course, taking a look at Series 6. Whatever. Right, so it's the same layout as Series 5, of course. So, yeah. Anyway, so Disc 1 has A Christmas Carol, which is starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill. Now that A Christmas Carol, I think, is a pretty underrated Christmas special. Sure, it's not the best, but it's definitely better than The End of Time, I think. Yes, I said it. It's better than The End of Time, Voyage of the Damned, and it's better than some of the Christmas specials. Better than The Doctor, the Widow and the Wardrobe, which is coming up in the next series, so yeah. Right, there's two which has The Impossible Astronaut and The Day of the Moon, and The Curse of the Black Spot, starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, Arthur Darvill and Alex Kingston. Now, The Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon I actually think is really good. Well, not really good, but it's a nice little season opener. I mean, The Impossible Astronaut gets boring at times, but Day of the Moon is good. I mean, Day of the Moon now, that actually adds the creepiness of the silence. Curse of the Black Spot, I actually think is quite underrated. I see this as like a fun little pirate story. So, yeah, I actually think Curse of the Black Spot is underrated. I said it. Then we have Disc 3, which has The Doctor's Wife, and The Rebel Flesh and the Almost People, starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill. The Doctor's Wife is my favourite out of Series 6. It's just really good. I love it. The Rebel Flesh and the Almost People, however, oh my god, I really, really hate that story. Matthew Graham wrote two crap stories, Fear Her and The Rebel Flesh and the Almost People. It's just, I mean, The Rebel Flesh is okay, but The Almost People is where it really starts to fall apart. I'd rather watch Fear Her, to be honest. Then we have Disc 4, which has Good Man Goes to War, Let's Kill Hitler, Night Terrors, and The Girl Who Waited, starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, Arthur Darvill and Alex Kingston. Now, The Good Man Goes to War is a really, really good story, one of the best out of Series 6. Let's Kill Hitler, no, it's good. It's a nice, fun little story. A huge cock-up of Rivers reveal, mind you, but it's alright. Night Terrors, that's actually a really, really creepy story. It's definitely up there with Blink and stuff like that. And The Girl Who Waited, that's another really good story, again written by Tom McCree, a really underrated writer, who wrote another great story, The Rise of the Cybermen and the Age of Steel. And then Disc 5 we have The God Complex, Closing Time, and The Wedding of River Song, starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, Arthur Darvill and Alex Kingston. So, yeah. So, The God Complex. Now, that's actually a... that has a good concept, actually. I think that it's alright. It's alright. I mean, it could have been better, but it's not bad. Closing Time, I think, is pretty good. I mean, the Cybermen, I really wish they were used more. I think the ending was just kind of rushed. And The Wedding River Song, a really, really rushed series finale. I mean, the first half was okay, but the second half is where it was ruined, so, yeah. We have Disc 6, which is Doctor Who Confidential Cut Downs, and A Knight's Tale Confidential. So, yeah. So that's Series 6. Quite an underrated series, mind you. I mean, a lot of people say this is the worst series out of the modern series, but I actually think that goes to Series 2. This is better than Series 2. Definitely one of the weaker ones, though. I do think that it is one of the weaker series. So, yeah. And next up, we have the 2011 Christmas special. Yep, we're going in vanilla releases again. Which is The Doctor, the Widow and the Wardrobe, starring Matt Smith and Claire Skinner. Now, what do I say about this? This Christmas special is okay. I mean, I have mixed opinions on it. It does get boring, I will admit that. It's just... I don't really like it that much. It's my least favourite Matt Smith Christmas special. Including... So it's my least favourite Matt Smith Christmas special, including The Snowmen, so yeah. It's one disc, as you can see there, of course. Got a few leaflet flyers there, so yeah, that's Doctor Who the Wonder Wardrobe. And next up we have Series 7 Part 1, which has as I like to call it, Series 7 Volume 1, or as it's actually called, Series 7 Part 1A, which is Asylum. So anyway, yeah, sorry. Next up we have Series 7 Part 1A, which has Asylum with the Daleks, Dinosaurs in a Spaceship, and A Town Called Mercy, starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, and Arthur Darvill. Now, Asylum with the Daleks was absolutely rubbish. I really didn't like it. Stephen Moffat really cocked it up. I mean, so many continuity errors, and also the Daleks' dumb plan and Amy and Rory's bullshit divorce. It's just, I don't like it. Dinosaurs in the Spaceship, definitely one of the stronger ones out of Series 7 Part 1. I mean, I do think Series 7 Part 1 was disappointing, but Dinosaurs in the Spaceship definitely exceeded expectations. A Town Called Mercy, good. Not as good as the Gunfighters, but I think it's alright. It's not as action-packed, but still okay. It's a one-discer, as you can see there. It's got a fly advertising ultraviolet copy, which I've already downloaded Dinosaurs in the Spaceship onto my iPod, so yeah, I'm not downloading any more stories because I don't have enough room now, so I don't want to get rid of my have to get rid of any more songs, so yeah. Anyway, next up we have Series 7 Part 1B, or as I like to call it, Series 7 Volume 2, which has the Power of Three and The Angels Take Manhattan, starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, and Arthur Darvill. Now, this story is actually... Sorry, not this story. Sorry. So, The Power of Three. I actually think, it's okay. It's not the best. Probably one of the weaker ones. This Power of Three is probably the worst out of Series 7 Part 1, but it's okay. The Angels Take Manhattan, while it could have been better, was a really, really great end to Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill's roles as Amy and Rory. That was a really heartbreaking end, so yeah. So one disc, as you can see there, so yeah, that's the Matt Smith era so far. Alright, now before we end this video, I'd actually like to show you the box sets that I got some of my stories in. Right here. So, in terms of the classic series box sets, we have The Beginning, which had An Unearthly Child, The Daleks, and The Edge of Destruction. Mannequin Mania, which has Spearhead from Space and Terror of the Autons. And we had the complete Season 16 in. The Key to Time, which again had all of Season 16. The Reboss Operation, The Pirate Planet, The Stones of Blood, The Androids, The Tower of Power of Crawl, and The Armageddon Factor. So, yeah. It's a really hard and sturdy box set because it has 6 DVDs in, so yeah. And then we have the Space Trilogy, which had Full Circle, State, Decay, and Warrior's Gate. And New Beginnings, which has The Keeper of Traken, Logopolis, and Castrovalva. Tegan Tales, which has Time Flight and Arc of Infinity. Or just Time Flight and Arc of Infinity, as it says there. The Black Guardian Trilogy, which has Mordrin Undead, Terminus, and Enlightenment. And we also have the sleeve for the 5 Doctors, a sleeve that the 5 Doctors came in. And which has, now we have a box which has all of Season 23 in. The Trial of a Time Lord, which has The Mysterious Planet, Mind Warp, Terror of the Verbals, and The Ultimate Foe. Yeah, I got a load of box sets here. Beneath the Surface, which has Doctor and the Silurians, the Sea Devils, and Warriors of the Deep. Earth Story, which has the Gunfighters and the Awakening. Bred for War, which had the Time Warrior, the Sometime Experiment, the Invasion of Time, the 2 Doctors. The Cybermen, which had Revenge of the Cybermen and Silver Nemesis. Sorry. Revisitations one, which had the Talons of Wen Chiang, the Caves of Anjazani, and Doctor Who the Movie. Revisitations 2, which had the Seeds of Death, Carnival Monsters, and Resurrection of the Daleks. And last but not least, out of the classic series, that is the Tomb of the Cybermen, the Three Doctors, and the Robots of Death. And then we have my only new series box set that actually has, you know, DVDs inside it. Series 7 Part 1 Limited Edition, which the DVDs came inside there, of course. Like Series 6 Part 1 and Part 2, so yeah. So, it's that. So, yes, that is my complete Doctor Who DVD collection, people. I really do sincerely hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to request any Doctor Who DVD reviews. I will always, like, if you want to see a review of one that I own, then just, you know, far away. And, if you want to see a review of one that I haven't got, you can recommend a box set or a single for me to pick up, and I'll do a review of it. So yes, that's going to be that for now. This is Mrdoctorwhofan13's saying word out, and goodbye to all Whovians. Request a review if you like. I really need more requests, because I've only gotten 2 requests so far by the same person, so yeah, that's that for now.